Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Vikings going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Ready, blue lady. You got 4. Let's go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On second down, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them in a screen pass. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, here we go, T. Ready, blue lady. Hey, ready. Ready, blue lady.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ready, blue lady. Take down.
On first down, Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Ready. Blue lady. Wait. 4 down. Check.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down following the run.
Single. Blue 80. Watch 81.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 26 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is right through. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Bridgewater now on second down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch left.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They run it again with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
36.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch left. Get ready. Get ready. Wait, Force. Tiger.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch right.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Ryan from his end zone on third and long. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Ryan on second down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Double tight. 4 down. Let's go. Alert. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10.
Slam.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Ready, ready. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Forced out to his, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down, 4 down. Ready, blue, ready. Show me that.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wait, 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Tiger! Tiger! Let's go,
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. Fielded at about the 28. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Double tight, guys, double tight. ready. Wait 25.
Coleman. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the 45. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Right there. 54, right there.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Watch 13. 13's front. Check 13.
Let's go. Single. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Way 90.
On 2nd down, Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Get ready. Way 90. Way 90. Two jet. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Two jet. Two jet.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
2 times. Ready? Hey. 4 down.
From the gun, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, That's how you end up winning it.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Fresh set of downs here.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Let's go. What? Hey, watch number 5. Watch number 5. Yeah, that's right.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Get ready! Blue 58.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, 47 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Hey, check the D8. Double up. He's got it. Double up. Wide. Get wide. There we go.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down. That's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
21.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Ready. We got 4. We got 4. Hey, let's go. Check. Hey, Ridley.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got to stand up over there.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Check 4. Let's go. Blue 58.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 44 yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. See what you got. Let's go. 2J. Tagger. Set the tone, defense. Tagger. Let's go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Get ready. Wide 80. Wide 80. Force.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Set. Way 90. Way 90. Set.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. Ready, blue 80. Ready, set.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Single.
Play action, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. Out.
They go play action now. Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Tight end. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Back. Gun. Check. Check 99.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Emerson Griffin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Go.
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Strong right. Tiger. Way 90. Tighten up.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tiger.
2nd down, Bridgewater. It's complete to Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Larry. Be ready. Blue 58.
1st down, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Roy Miller with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. He's mine. 11. Check your hot read.
This is Coleman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Coleman, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And Carpenter knocks it through, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Get ready. Way 90.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's go.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Tiger. Go. Force. Set. Wide 80. Let's go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's brought down. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. Minnesota. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm the defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Coleman now. And some space here. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here's Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right. Set. Play 90. You. Play 90.
Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Vikings on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
You got 4. You got 4. Ready. Blue 80.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.